Hey guys, welcome back to Pixelated Thoughts Down the Rabbit Hole. I am GB, followed by Jack and Ken. Today we don't have Brad. Boo, cup dog. Of course not. We're gonna be talking about one of my older favorite shows, I would say. When did Soul Eater technically come out?
2008.
2008? Yeah, so we're
Either
gonna be talking about
either 8 or 9.
the first 25 episodes of Soul Eater. So first question I have is, Jack, you didn't watch Soul Eater when you were younger, right?
Nah. No.
Okay, fair enough. What were your initial thoughts? Because I'm gonna ask Ken a kind of a different question with this one.
I don't know. It's for a lot of these shows, I try to go in head empty and just completely do it without any bias because of things I've learned on the internet or anything like that. So I actually went in with no expectations. Except for that a lot of people said it's good.
What did you think about it, like, overall? Because you watched all 25, right?
Not all 25.
That's okay.
That's most. It was hard to get into.
Okay.
I feel like
what made it hard?
I don't know if there's too many sides, too many characters. I don't know. You know, you got into Soul and Maka, and then you got into
Black Star
and his person, and then fucking Kid and his two chicks. And I'm like, holy shit, you're trying to follow everything, and it's getting difficult.
Yeah, there's a lot of plots going on at once. Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
For you, Ken, this is kind of like a different question because you've obviously have watched this before.
Yeah.
Is this your second time watching it, or have you watched it like multiple times?
This is the second time watching it.
Okay. Did it differ than your first watch through? Because I will say for me it did, but to be fair, I was like 5 watching it.
I think the first half was, you know, what I remembered, but the second half I was just not a fan because I read the manga, and there were some, you know, plot threads and some character changes that I wasn't a big fan of, and then I just for the most part I was more annoyed with some of the characters, like just how stubborn they were at times, and like, you deserve to get your ass kicked in a couple of situations, right? And then there was like
we'll get to that because I also have something to add for that.
And then there was a couple things with like Maka where I felt like she kind of got herself in a lot of trouble. Like some situations were pretty much like a lot of her fault. I was like, holy shit, these kids fucked up a lot. So,
I mean, to be fair, how old were they? Like,
they're like 13, 14. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh babies.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, what's the character, the girl character that kept coming out trying to ask them to take a bath with her?
Oh, Blair.
That's
a
the
witch
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Blair's a cat, so no one knows how old she is. I'm pretty sure she's of age, Jack. Okay.
Right.
I mean, so if you've watched Soul Eater, right, you know about Fire Force also.
Hopefully.
Yeah, Fire Force is pretty much like the I don't know. I don't want to spoil it. You already spoiled it. Okay. Anyway.
All I said was pretty.
There's a lot of fucking fan service in.
I didn't realize that until the second watch through.
I remembered, and I was like,
I didn't remember the shit.
Because with Fire Force, I think it's crazy because in Soul Eater, the fan service goes away after like the first 15 episodes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like minimalized, but like in Fire Force, it is consistent, right? So I can see why people would be, you know, kind of like, holy shit, this dude was way too horny when he was picking this fucking anthem. He was creating this proproperty. He was just like,
what is this guy on?
He's like, this cat need to be nude 90% of the time, hitting on this fucking this teenager. It's like, bro, you need to relax.
You need to calm.
But
yeah, I don't know. Blair was an interesting character. I swear to God. And when I was watching it, it was like the first episode. I was like, I don't remember like the fan service. Like I was like, oh shit. Like I was watching this like at like 10. I was like, oh God. Or like I don't know how old I was when it came out.
It's like when you see kids like roaming around like with like on Halloween with like Demon Slayer attire on. You're like, bro, you're too young to be watching this shit, man. Like what is
Same thing with Soul Eater.
Find me your fucking parents. We need to talk like right now.
I know. I'm just like, what? Did my mom let me watch this? Like the fuck?
Your mom just thought it was a cartoon. She's like, just watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
She didn't see all the nudity parts, and I just probably didn't even recognize it. I don't know. Like, my parents let me watch Jackass when I was like 3. Like, they took me to the movie, so I mean, like, I'm very desensitized.
Yeah.
So I probably was
I
like,
I was watching
whatever.
dumb shit when I was young.
Yeah,
Beavis and
right.
Butthead.
Yeah. Makes sense. You know, the critic. What's going Christ.
Bro, so how do you feel about the intro, Jack? Because I'm not gonna lie, that intro slaps for me. When I heard it again, I was like, oh man.
I do like it. Yeah.
I still like
It's a
the
good
intro,
intro.
which is crazy.
Yeah. No, I don't even remember it. And then I listened to it and I was like,
I'm not a fan of
damn.
like the outros though. Like the endings are just they're okay. Like
Could be
all of
better.
them. Yeah, they're
The
all
outro
okay.
killed me. Yeah.
But that intro,
I
like the
didn't-
moment like Maka and Soul come together, I was like, there we go.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
It's fucking
I didn't
great.
realize that they do like almost like a small recap every episode.
Mhm.
So it felt
Yeah.
like what's that one we talked about? Where it was like almost half the show
Oh.
was the recap.
Oh, Black Clover?
Black Clover.
Yeah.
Because it was like the
Well-
outro, because it does like a next episode was like,
Well, like
10 minutes, I swear.
Wait, that was like it was a long running manga too. It was like
Yeah.
what 200 some odd chapters or some shit, right? So back in like the 2000s, they were just throwing out recaps on every episode, unless it's like a
Yeah.
limited series or something like that, like 12 episodes. If you throw a recap in a 12 episode series, you need to go to fucking sleep or something. We can talk. You can't do that
Yeah.
shit. That's too much. But yeah, Solar had like the little recap and then yeah, it was just it's still like the animation's still really good
It is really
in the
good.
show. I just don't know if like some of the things have like held up after like over time, especially like because like if you read the manga, like there are some character like adjustments and stuff like that.
I was gonna ask you that. So what are some differences? Because like
So,
I don't know
like,
if I'll ever actually read it.
If you watch the entire series, they introduce a death scythe named Justin, right?
Mhm.
And Justin, he's a dude.
Justin.
He has the fucking he listens to music half the time when he's like fighting and shit.
Mhm.
And he actually betrays the actual what the DWAD, what do they call it? What's the that school called?
I think it's
Yeah.
DW,
He betrays the school. He doesn't do that. Like there's a number of like small plot points and stuff like that, character arcs and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, like you kind of as I got I guess like because I'm older, I probably like the teachers a lot more. Like Stein's my favorite character.
Oh, I love Stein.
And the entire
Mhm.
show, he's fucking great. Like his
Mhm.
whole entire
He's so
arc is
funny.
fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like I told Brad this. I was like, every time Mifune was fucking up Blackstar, like if you watch, when you watch the series, like the first time Blackstar and Mifune fight, like it's clear that Mifune is not really trying to fight the kid, right? Because he's a child.
Mhm.
When they fight again, it's like episode 28 or 29 or something like that.
Mhm.
Like Mifune fucks him up, like just
Oh,
completely
shit.
destroys him. And I was like rooting for that. I was like, yeah, humble that little bitch. Like,
Beat his ass.
that kid talks too much shit, man.
Yeah, he is a shit talker.
Even though even with like Death the Kid, I'm like, bro, you got fucked up by Death the Kid, dude. That
Oh my
dude's
God,
absolute
yeah.
monster. Stein
It's
beating
like
his
when
ass. Yeah.
He's so cocky. Like when Soul was taking a test.
That was my favorite.
And,
That is such
that's probably
a
one of the
good
funniest
part.
episodes.
I
Black
fucking
Star was hanging on the wall.
And he writes
he's
his
like, oh,
name.
he's writing
He's
me
like,
something.
Oh. He writes Black Star on the
It's a
chalkboard.
Black Star
It-
signature.
so
I was like,
I think the reason also, Jack, why Solar was probably hard to get into was that it felt like filler.
yeah.
Right? If a lot of things
Yeah.
like felt disconnected, like the first 3 episodes are prequels. You have a lot of Excalibur stuff, you know,
I love Excalibur.
which is fucking funny. Like I don't like
He's
like
so
him.
funny.
I think it's
He's
Troy
so
Baker. I don't know. I don't like
I
him.
think it really.
I don't know. I don't like him in the dub. I like him in the sub. He's fucking hilarious in the sub, like the way he sounds and shit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like I can see why people were like watching it and just going like, when the fuck do we get to like the actual big arcs and stuff like that? You know,
Mhm.
because you're waiting, and then you get the madness arc with like the Krona, and I have to usually tell people like usually Solar gets really good, like after episode 15, you start to
Mhm.
see like the big battle between like Krona
Yeah.
and fucking Stein, not Stein, all that shit
Oh,
is great.
so good.
When they
Yeah.
first introduced the Kishin. By the way, that's also different, like the way the Kishin works and stuff like that.
Really?
In the manga, yeah.
How does
They-
it work in the manga?
They give him more backstory. They actually like talk about how strong he is and like his relationship to
Oh.
death and how he's not just like some random fucking dude. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for people, but like the Kishin's supposed to like he's actually I think Death's son or one of Death's kids. So you have
Oh.
Death the kid, then you have Kishin, and then
Oh.
Yeah, they do more. They have more conversation about the death sites. Like Stein actually like disappears. So I think in the anime he like goes off a little bit and then he's immediately found, but like it comes back to the back to school. But like in the manga, he like actually, I think he kills somebody. I think he kills Justin.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure. And then
not Justin.
And then he disappears. And then like fucking I think Maria brings him back, the other Death Scythe, and then they're actually in a relationship I think during that time too. So yeah, there's a lot of like stuff that happens in the manga, which was crazy because I think the manga ran from like 2003 to 2013, and then I think the anime started to make certain like decisions around, you know, the like the 40th episode, the type of stuff. They started to make like their own like, you know, how they wanted to close certain arcs and stuff like that. But
why do people do that? I don't understand. Like, why do certain companies decide to do that?
Because certain properties are super popular. Like Soul Eater was like wildly popular. It's still really popular.
Yeah,
today,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I just hear a lot of people aren't like satisfied with it just because of all the changes they made. But I mean, look at FMAB. They had to make a whole nother fucking show because of how bad they fucked
Well, like
up.
the thing was like if a show comes out and they, you know, immediately fucking hit it off, and let's say like it becomes like this phenomenon. And Soul Eater's like animation was so fucking good. Like that first episode where you see like Maka fighting Jack the Ripper and she's like spinning her scythe around and shit. That was like amazing looking. Right? The fight with Mifune, all that stuff. Like all of it like really like hooked a lot of people, especially like a lot of young watchers and stuff like that. Like I think it was like I was like 21 when I first saw this. I was like, this is.
I'm trying to think of what 2008, how old I was.
I was on the ship. I remember.
12.
I was just transferring commands and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But yeah, it became really popular. And they just ran with it. You know, it's not like Black Clover where it's like they did a continuation, stopped after like 170, said we're gonna wait for them to fucking finish the manga, which I think they're like a couple of chapters off, or they're in the final arc. I know that.
Yeah,
they did a movie. How many
seasons
seasons is what?
Soul Eater.
It's only one season. It's like 50 episodes though. 50 plus.
Yeah.
They do like the Kishin arc, and then you know there's another thing where they do like a time skip and shit, and yeah, it's like once again, it's just classic. Like the manga has some better things. It's just the anime is still really solid, but I don't think if you watch it as a kid or as a teenager and you watch it as an adult, you're probably like, I really kind of side with some of the things that some of the adults are doing than some of the kids, you know? Happens to be that way. Like they do more about Black Star and his like lineage and stuff like that. They talk about, you know, the White Star clan or the Star
yeah,
clan.
I was really interested in his backstory more.
Yeah,
just because of like that one episode. I was like,
I mean, what's cool is that they go into like they go really in depth in like when Mifune and Black Star fight for like the third time, like when they're talking, they bring up the Star Clan, and then Mifune talks about how he killed White Star, who was like the most dangerous assassin from the Star Clan. And then I think the big difference is like Mifune in the anime lives, right? But he dies in the manga.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's like a number of like changes. It felt a lot darker, you know. And that was the thing with Soul Eater too. Like the anime is like it felt really light, you know. And then you got to the part where fucking Medusa kills the little rat girl. Remember that?
Yeah.
I know. I was
like
that fucking shocked a lot of people when they first saw it. They're like, yo, what the fuck is happening? And then like you have like Stein when he talks about his madness and stuff like that. And I don't know, it was, you know, when you're watching that fight scene, I don't know how far you got, Jack, but there's a fight scene between like Krona, Maka and Soul and stuff like that. And they do the
second one, right?
They do like the black blood. It felt like so disjointed when like Maka just randomly shows up in Soul's like subconscious.
Yeah.
Right. And they're like, I'm just gonna inject this black blood.
Let me be
into
like
me.
Krona. Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know the side effects that could like they
literally, especially during this big fight, like
they literally created this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like they even talk about like Medusa, you know, talks about nonstop how she created Krona. You know, and constantly like injected black blood to ensure that like she could be adaptable to Ragnarok, all that stuff. And you're just gonna fucking just walk in and be like, "That's cool, man. Let the madness take over. Let's do some Looney Tune shit."
And do some Looney Tune
like,
shit. Let's go crazy.
Looked great.
The part that I think left off at was around when they started coming across the guy that was seeing the black dragon.
Which one was that? Which one was that?
It was I think episode 18.
The Black Dragon. Why can't I remember?
Let's see. They started getting into the whole legend of the Holy Sword.
Oh, okay. Let's start talking about Excalibur, who plays a much bigger role in the manga too.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's so funny. Like I've always liked him.
Well, he's so essentially he's madness. That's why he's so powerful. So the reason why no one can wield him as a scythe, or any Meister that wields him like goes mad almost immediately. You have to be on his wavelength. Like if you're, that's why like him and the Kishin are like so like they're technically they're on different sides, right? But you know, good and evil and stuff like that. But they're both representative of madness, like complete chaos and shit like that. So when you hear him like talk, he just constantly yaps, and they're talking about how strong he is a weapon. All of that is true. He is like one of the strongest weapons in all of Soul Eater. He's just fucking crazy. And every time he talks and brings up rules that contradict themselves, like he did like the entire time.
That was so funny.
When he made
his 1,000 rules or whatever.
when he made Death the Kid and fucking Black Star. I started like fucking going, I'm done with this dude.
Dude, that shit was so funny. And then he sent them that thing after.
Yeah. That was my favorite. That was my favorite thing that he sent them. I'll be waiting for you.
That shit had me dead. And they're like, they're like, this guy's so weird.
And they had like the other kid who was an Ox. They had he showed up 3 times for like 3 different quests. Like Ox showed up. He's like the smartest kid, and he's like,
with he's bald, right?
He's like, I just can't do it, you know. And then the one kid who was like, what was his problem? It was like he sneezed or something like that, or he's like, he's disgusting. I was like, that's it. That's what got you going, not the 1,000 fucking rules he was talking about. Going crazy.
He's disgusting. Yeah.
So the compatibility is very different, like for Excalibur, but like it's interesting. He's actually also really close to death, also in the manga. Like they have like a number of conversations. Yeah,
I guess that makes sense if he's like pure madness.
Yeah, yeah.
And like for me, knowing like where death comes from.
Yeah. Well, you fucking ruined it anyway. So when people watch it, they're like, I never knew, bro.
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything.
I only watched the anime Fire Force. But yeah, it was so funny. You could also make connections. You know, you could also make connections if Jack. There's an anime called Fire Force, and
it's made
by the same creator. And
I say that should be our next one.
When you, it's a lot though. Like when you think about the fan service in Soul Eater, right?
It's fine. It's fine. We've watched Food Wars.
Take that and quadruple it in fucking Fire Force. Like they don't stop having fan service moments. Even like, and Fire Force is far darker than Soul Eater. I feel like in Soul Eater, like he like kind of embraced the kind of darker, twisted arcs like later on in the anime and the manga. When you get to Fire Force, dude, they do not fuck around, man. Like they are killing people like immediately and brutally. It is. Plus, they also have fucking great, like some of the best like intro music I've ever.
So I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot.
No,
talk to me.
You say fan
dumb.
service. I don't think that's ever been defined for me.
Oh, fan service?
Yeah.
Yiddies.
Okay.
Yiddies that's and sexual scenes.
Okay, basically the fan service episode and Slice of Life is the beach episode, right?
Yeah.
Anytime you see one of those and like any type of fan service stuff, like that's
Yeah.
Got it.
There's an anime that came out. I think it's called Summertime Rendering. Right. Very, very good. Like, love it. Super dark. Just fan service all over the place, man. It's hard to take certain things seriously. Like when a girl is like, you're like, oh my god, what is she wearing? Then she gets decapitated or something. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Thoughtin' and plotting.
Exactly. Why are you taking? Dude, I told her that.
I've been wanting to say this like all day.
So she picked up Baldur's Gate 3. She messaged me like randomly. She's like, dude, this vampire elf. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, are we talking about anime here or something? And I was like, oh, Asterion. And I said, I bet you're thoughtin' and plotting. And she's like, I'm gonna use that now. I was like, don't take my fucking phrase, bro.
That's good, bro. Like I've never heard of thoughtin' and plotting. I was like,
thoughtin' and plotting.
I like this. My little grubby hands. I'm like, I like this.
That's how it was usually with the Navy and stuff like that. What are you doing over there? You thoughting and plotting?
Just never heard that.
You the welcome aboard committee? Fuck out of
here. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. All right, as we always say, who is your favorite character?
Jack. Who is your favorite character?
Oh, I was like, Jack's your favorite character?
Jack is my favorite. Oh
yeah.
Look at him.
I think I like Death the Kid. Like sometimes he represents some of the OCD I may have with shit. And, like, he was all obsessed with symmetry and all that, and calling it out every time he saw it.
Dude, I can't.
About it.
Yeah, I can't get over it. He'd be on a fucking mission and be like, the painting's off. I have to go back. Literally, they're in Egypt. I have to go back. I was like, dog,
he
what are you
commented
doing?
on the two's boobs. He was like, "What are their names?"
I can't remember, but he's like, they're
Patricia and
it's Patty.
It was Patty and I forget the other one. I like Patty more.
He's like, what?
He's like,
Patty's me.
One boob's bigger than the other, or something.
Oh God, I was like, I was like, why? I was like, why?
But yeah, Death the Kid.
Yeah, what was it, Patty, when they when Death was like acting like a little bitch or whatever, and Patty was like, and they're like, Patty, go do your thing. She's like, what are you gonna do about it, dumbass? It's like, oh my God, she gets gangster real fucking quick. Holy shit.
I fucking love Patty, bro. I was gonna say, I think Patty is like one of my favorite characters. Like if we're talking about like kind of like minor characters, I love Patty.
Oh yeah, Patty's great.
100%. All right, Ken, what about you?
Stein.
Yeah.
I think Stein's fucking cool, man. I think he, once again, he's like the most complex character. I think he has some of the best lines, and like some of his scenes were like really, really impactful. Like when he fights Medusa, and they're like, there's a part of it where they're like at this standstill. She has like her vector arrows, like pretty much, could pierce him, but he also has her like locked up in his stitches and stuff like that. And he's like has his eyes closed, and he like yells to Death. He's like, now, and he like cuts her head off and shit. I was like, this dude's a fucking gangster, man. Because essentially she was like, yeah, if you move at all, like you're dead. Like there's nothing you can do about it. And he just waited for the right opportune moment and then cut her in pieces. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking amazing. But yeah, I love Stein, like everything he does. When he beats up Black Star, I'm like, this guy's my dude. Like, fuck him up.
Oh my God. Fuck him up. I think like for me, I liked Death the Kid when I was younger, just because I thought he was really cool. I didn't recognize his OCD-ness until like the second watch it. And I was like, damn, like I knew he's bad, but like, his asymmetrical shit. Like I didn't realize
this kid won't shut the fuck up.
I was like, damn.
He has a very familiar voice though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big voice actors.
What's
in there.
crazy in Solar is that I think every person who's a main character has pretty much led another anime.
Yeah, like Laura Bailey is huge.
Oh
like,
yeah, she's massive.
She played Rise in Persona, and that's how I was like, I know this voice.
Laura Bailey's like in everything.
She's everything. Yeah,
I think she's been in like in the past 10 years. I know she's done like 6 or 7.
Oh, Android 17
video game characters that were massive.
Yeah.
So Laura Bailey is like, she's very popular.
Yeah. See, but for me is I don't watch a lot of dub, so like just even knowing her voice, I'm like, I know that fucking voice.
Yeah, the dub's pretty good too, surprisingly. Like most dub from like the early 2000s do not. Some of them are not great.
Habercorn?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what else he's been in. Why I recognize it.
Maybe you met him at a con. Right?
Possibly.
Saw him at the anime con. You're like, I know you. Your name's Todd, and just walked off.
Yeah.
That's how Jack like sees like celebrities. I know you, and just walks off.
Oh, he's been on Kung Fu Panda.
We saw like at the hospital at Balboa, like there's always like celebrities coming by to meet the wounded warriors and stuff. And we're like, I was like, is that Lieutenant Dan? Is that Gary fucking Sinise?
Lieutenant Dan.
We're like, we loved you. Dan. I just want to meet Ben Affleck, right? And just be like, Ben Affleck, I loved you in fucking in the town. Like, what are you doing over there? Go over here.
I feel like Ben Affleck would be a cool guy.
He plays Valorant, man.
Yeah. Izakayo's his favorite. Yeah. Imagine you're just in queue. Like Ben Affleck's not even on comms. Like you don't even know it's Ben Affleck, and you just talk the most shit to him. You just talk the most shit.
There was what was that one movie? It was a Kevin Smith movie. It's like Silent Bob Strike Back and stuff. I can't remember the fucking whole thing. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and they're like. Yeah. Like, Ben Affleck, you were the bomb in Phantoms. Yo, I was like, bro, Phantoms was not a good movie. I don't give a shit what anyone said. That was not a good film.
You're like, don't lie.
But he was the bomb in Phantoms. Like, Jack is like intensely researching this character, this voice actor.
I don't blame him. But I would say now my favorite. He's like, I'm ready. I would say now my favorite character is Stein. I thought Stein was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Stein and Patty. I'm telling you, I love Patty. She's so funny.
I also thought Medusa was a really good villain.
Yeah, a really good villain. I like.
I like the duality. Like, I love how she like somehow was able to keep it a secret that she was a nurse. Like, I wish you guys would have saw me gasp. I was like, because I forgot that part. I was like, like, didn't see it coming. I was like, oh my god.
You're like, she the villain?
Yeah, I know. I was like, am I tripping? Like, I felt gaslit.
When you were 8, you're like, it's like, who is that nurse? She looks familiar.
Yeah.
They're sitting there eating cereal. Who's that?
What? All right, who's your least favorite character? I got some shit for this one, so I want to see what you guys say.
It's probably like Black Star. I don't feel like he grows much in the anime, like at all, like throughout the entire thing. I think every other character has some type of growth or some type of internal conflict. Like Black Star's like whole thing is he wants to be, strongest, wants to be God, but like I just don't. I'm like, dude, you have to have some type of humility. Please.
I got so much shit for saying I didn't like Black Star. Now, I personally think he did make some growth because the first episode they introduced him, I was like, this is the most chicken shit, useless character I've ever seen. And then he surprised me.
You thought Black Star was? You could tell that kid was like intimidating the moment he showed up.
I just thought he was just like all talk. Like I was getting annoyed. Like I felt bad for Tsubaki. And then like later on, I was like, okay, this kid.
By the way,
let him cook. Let him cook.
Tsubaki's great too. Like she's a fucking amazing character.
Yeah, I like her
because she actually, she tries to like her like entire arc was fantastic. Like,
dude, shit had me in tears with her and her brother. I wish they would have like
that was
elongated that more.
But that was kind of like you could see like that Soul Eater could be really dark, right?
Yeah.
When they showed off like Tsubaki and like in her brother fighting, I was like, oh shit, here we go. This is gonna be nice. Like, but yeah, Black Star just to me, like out of the 3 main characters, he's probably my least liked. Honestly,
though, Maki's like pretty close to least favorite, which is surprising. Or Maka, sorry, not Maki, Maka. Which is surprising because like I really liked Maka's like character design. I liked her like ambition, but she's just so fucking stubborn. I can't deal with it.
She's very hung up on a lot of things. And
I can't deal with it.
It's kind of weird because like I don't know if it was just the way it was like maybe it was written like certain situations, but every time like something happened with her, it felt like she was just rushing in head first or doing something really stupid and reckless. And I'm like, if you have Soul, who's like this really goofy dude, right, really calm guy, trying to tell you to fucking chill, like you need to chill.
You should take note.
You should take note. If Black Star at times is making better decisions than you, then you're fucking up. Like
that's how you know you're fucked. Yeah. But it was like at the end when she was like, when they had strategically planned, like, Black Star is going to go up against Krona, Krona and the sword. And then she's like, no, I got this. I was like, Maka. I just irritated.
She is the queen. She's like the entire thing was like, especially with the main characters, felt like a lot of Deus Ex Machina moments. Like a lot of things felt like plot armor. Like just plot conveniences and stuff like that. That's why like when I was upset about the Black Blood stuff, I was like, that's like a plot armor thing, right? Like we're just kind of ignoring the fact that Krona worked so hard to create this monster and then some random fucking Meiser like just showed up, Yeah. Like the power of determination, It's like God, that was one of the things like I wasn't a big fan of like in early anime is that they did that a lot with characters. If you're just determined, like you're gonna be A-okay. I'm like, that's not how that works, baby.
It's a power of friendship.
It's a power of friendship. Nah, it ain't. That 45 says differently.
Oh my god. What about you, Jack? Who was the bane of your existence?
Maka was kind of, and I wasn't. I don't know. What's the frog girl?
Oh, I don't even remember her name.
Oh yeah,
Guido.
Her character was weird too, man.
Yeah, it was a really weird character.
Hat and shit.
It's funny.
Erica.
Erica. It's funny is that the immortal wolf guy, right? I can't remember his name.
Wolf.
He's straight. Free. He's straight up like I don't know if you guys noticed. If you watch like the full thing, he straight up like disappears until like the last arc. Last like couple of episodes, I was like, really? I fucking forgot he existed, dude.
I did too.
He tried to save himself and then froze himself.
Yeah,
which made him sink into the water. He was like, what? I made a mistake.
but like Erica, dude. Erica just.
Yeah, I didn't like that character too much. I was gonna say Elizabeth, but then I remember the relationship with her and her father is fucking crazy. Her
Oh yeah.
father, like when she passed the test, her father sends the meow girl, the cat girl, cat witch,
Oh
to
right.
send her buy a book, but she buys like lingerie instead for
Oh
herself,
my
and then
god.
puts it
That's
in the bag and gives it to
she the Maka.
Elizabeth.
Oh, you mean Maka,
No,
right?
is it Maka?
Yeah, he gave the.
Yeah.
Oh, Maka. And
She's like having a breakdown, like what the
she,
fuck is wrong with this
Yeah, why
dude?
did my dad
and
send
he's over there
this?
You
like, I hope she likes her gift.
like you've
I
grown
know
up
it.
so
I
much. I'm
was just
like,
like,
bro, you need to chill. And by the
He's
way,
like, Maka,
I was like,
Maka.
if you know the voice actor for Death Scythe, Chibi, you know who he is. Big Noma. He also
yeah.
voiced Ed Elric. If you know his background now, it feels super inappropriate to have him. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it feels super inappropriate with that moment. I was like, oh shit. I was like watching it and I was like, oh god, dude. After all that shit that dude did, yeah. That was not a good look.
Emperor said Avik.
Yeah, oh fuck, man, that dude.
Maybe that's why he was so good at voicing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Christ.
I really did not like Maka's dad. I forget the character's name. I
Deathscythe.
did not like.
Spirit.
Yeah, Deathscythe. I could not
Oh, they call
stand
him
his
Deathscythe?
fucking character, bro.
They made this character who's incredibly powerful, like insanely annoying and overbearing. But also, I mean, he was unlikable, you know. But also, like, I guess Maka at times was unlikable too, man. Like, this is I don't know if you noticed that, Chibi. It's like one of those anime where they tried to emphasize that like the kids, you know, were right and the adults don't have the right idea or something like that. Like they don't have the right
Yeah.
plans in mind. And I was like, come on, motherfuckers! Like this is why you guys keep getting your shit pushed in all the time. Like, that's why your plans keep fucking failing because you guys keep rushing in head first.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Sorry, I'm just thinking about that guy. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
I'm just gonna be thinking about that all night. That's so funny.
It's pretty.
It's not
fucked up.
funny, but
It's pretty
like,
fucked up,
just-
man.
it's really fucked up.
I'll tell Jack about it after.
Yeah. What were some of your favorite moments? Like fights, funny bits.
I like the first fight between like when Sid, when he was a zombie, and he and fucking he fights like Maka and them,
Yeah, and she did like the technique
Yeah.
for the first time.
and she stumbles
Fucked
over
it
her
up.
feet. Yeah, that was fucking funny. Stein obviously fighting Medusa, just fantastic. Also, Jack, you missed this, and it's because it's the first half of the you know, at 25 episodes, but the introduction of the Kishin, when he shows up, that is quite possibly one of the best fucking moments I've ever seen in like an anime. Because it is, you go straight from like everyone's fucking around having a good time. There's some like, you know, some tense moments here and there, and then you see like just how fucking powerful this dude is. This dude touches Black Star's nose one time, and immediately just knocks him unconscious and has him bleeding from like his nose and I think his eyes.
Did
or
you
some
go
shit.
by
I was like,
another name?
it's just Kishin, I think, at the time.
Kishin.
Yeah, but yeah, his
I'll look
that
that up.
shit was dope. The Mifune Black Star fight, second one, where Mifune kind of like stops fucking around and throws all his swords out and just
Oh,
starts,
but that's like episode 28, right?
yeah, the infinite sword
Yeah, I
technique.
didn't see that
Yeah,
one. Mhm.
that shit's amazing. I think there's a like that the filler episode where they're at the school with Black Star, like the exam.
Oh, I was gonna say that one was
I-
one of my favorite. We
I-
talked about on the board.
I love the fact that Soul was so stupid. He wrote like 8 notes on his body and shit like
All
that,
over.
and then got caught. And Sid's like, would you just go back to your desk? He's like straight up, pretty much in his boxers, and Black Star's on when he's pinned up and he's bleeding. He's like, and Soul is like inferring, so he's trying to write the answer down. I'm doing it for you. He's like, Soul.
She hasn't.
He tries to
He was
start.
trying to cheat off of Death or something like that.
And he-
Death the Kid.
Oh yeah,
right?
Death the Kid. He can't erase. He's fucking up his name.
He was like, I can't. He couldn't finish the K.
What I love about that was like they all know that Death the Kid is he's not there to actually learn, right? He's just enrolled so he can engage in activities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like he's like trying to draw his name perfectly, right? Patty creates a fucking giraffe. So, she's like, "Yay!"
That would be me. Yay.
I was like,
I made it.
but I just love the way Black Star looked when he was like hanging up there. It looked so morbid and so grim as he drew Star, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? completely bombs out. That was like my favorite part. That was just funny.
Yeah, no, that was good. Say that was one of mine. That and the Excalibur, meeting the Excalibur for the first time.
Dude, I'm telling you, I love that guy.
The legendary weapon.
Fucking funny.
Dude, like, you know, it's funny because, like, as I got older, I was like, man, I probably gotta fucking hate this scene. I'm gonna hate meeting Excalibur. And then I was like, nah, I still love this dude. He's still,
you fools.
He's still fucking funny. Every time he says something, he's like, fool.
Fool. I'm gonna say that, fool. I like when he was like, pick a number between 1 to, what did I say, 1 to 12?
Yeah.
He's like, you have no right to pick a number.
Yeah, you have no right to pick a number. It's like,
should have me dead. Because I also was like 7.
Like, because in my head, I was like, the only character that could probably match his madness is like Black Star, right? Because Black Star is like super fucking arrogant.
Fucking funny.
And I was like, and he just couldn't. They're like, I love how like the faces they made, so the way they drew, like, he's so lame. What was that one thing when Excalibur was telling his last, I think he was that one kid. He's like explaining his life story and stuff like that, talking about how he was buried and like with the gangs and shit like that.
He went to, like, and then he just ended it there. And he's like, but wait, what happened?
Wait, what happened with your wife? Like, what's going on?
Because he was like, and it never lasts.
And
like that.
Talks about like his 4 or 5 kids or some shit. You're like, dude,
I saw that picture and I was like, wait, what? I was like, the math ain't math in here.
I just love the fact that he's like the goofiest looking fucking character, right? He's I don't know how to describe it. It's like grotesque somehow. Just this little dude with a cane out and a big ass nose.
Yeah.
Fool.
Reminds me of Spy versus Spy.
Dude, I thought about that too. Yeah, the old Spy versus Spy. I thought about that. Yeah. I was like, man, there's the white spy. Where's the black spy at? That would have been sick though if they had done something with it, like where his actual other side is like just, it's just dark and broody and shit instead of like dumb as shit half the time. Fool.
I loved it. It was like it just goes off on a tangent the whole time, and I was just sitting there just.
I thought those kids were gonna have fucking like just strokes. Like, oh god, he's fucking at it again, dude. And the fact that he leaves flowers for him, that is the best, dude. That's the best.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for you.
I was just like, oh my god. And they were just like, we're never going back.
I think the funniest thing is like, you know, because Death the Kid, if he, you know, he has like, you know, that OCD, but his hair, like the lines on his head or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. There's like there's meaning behind it. But like it's not symmetrical at all. So, you know, how is he not having a fucking panic attack every time he wakes up?
I guess, sorry to cut you off. I just realized. I guess that makes sense for the big villain. The big villain.
Kishin.
The one. Yes. Say it.
Kishin.
Yeah, the Kishin. Because like I was like, wow, it looks kind of like Death the Kids.
But they don't. But in the anime, they don't talk about it. They're just like his old buddy or whatever.
Sense. Yeah.
Well,
but I'm just like, oh my god,
are symmetrical.
Yeah, but in the manga, they're like, Kishin happens to be Death's son, and then there's Death the Kid as well. So yeah, a lot of things that they probably could have thrown in. You know,
I didn't like how he held his guns.
That was the best way.
With his pinkies,
upside down.
His pinkies.
The only time I've seen that is in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show.
No, but I feel like I would like it.
There's a training. Is Andy Samberg is the lead of it. I love that show.
It's funny.
I've watched that way too many times. But there's like they do like this training day, this like training facility, and they're like, yeah, I need a new pose to finish them off. And they're like, oh, dude, just get your guns and have them like with your upside down with your pinkies. He's like, I will never do that. And he does it in the scene, shit like that. You went upside downsies.
Upside downsies.
It's like, yes, Scully, I went upside downsies, and we'll never speak of it again. We're moving on.
Man, no, I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's such a good show.
You got anything for us, kid?
What about Soul Eater?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think for the most part, I'm pretty sure Brad could have like I can still see why people can't get into it now.
Mm-hmm.
But like Crunchyroll, whatever they made, I honestly thought it was gonna have like a faded look to it. Mm-hmm. Right? Because 2008, you know, you're still
it has like that graininess.
It still looks fucking great, which is shocking to me.
So good.
I have no complaints with the art at all.
Yeah. Somebody in Discord was asking me, they were like, what year did this come out?
Dude, that's what I was saying. I was like,
sorry, Jack, to cut you off.
Did they refurbish they refurbish the anime or some shit? Like we all refreshed this? Like what did y'all do? Because there's no way this looks this crisp. And then I went back to watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and it looks it
looks so good.
It might just be on Crunchyroll. Might be just something they did, you know, to some of the older anime.
Sorry, I just almost said something really out of pocket.
Nope.
I'm gonna keep it.
Nope.
Inside.
Say it. Nope. Say it.
Nope. Not gonna say it.
No, edit it. Say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Say it. I can just censor it out. It don't matter. Say it.
I was gonna say they put their to it.
What time did you say that?
She had to giggle saying that.
She's snoring too. You laughing at her own jokes and shit. She's like, yeah.
That's so funny. I make myself laugh. Oh.
You're like, I made a fucking funny, y'all.
Hey, I said the P word.
I said the P word.
Shelly puts her hand up like, oh
shit.
Oh.
I fucking said it.
Y'all would have expected that shit. Y'all would have expected.
He's a good luck bleeping that out.
Oh, it'll be easy.
He's actually
bro.
not gonna bleep it out.
I'm gonna bleep it out.
Okay. You said Chibi said what?
But I'm gonna be like, you could tell what she said. You know what I mean?
Just put a cat.
She didn't say she didn't say back, motherfuckers. I'll let you know that right now. Because they put your back into it. All right.
Okay. I said, yeah, what I was gonna say is they put their back into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's already said.
100%.
Oh, good times. Good times.
What did you not like about Soul Eater, Jack?
It was too many stories, I think. They started with way too many stories in the beginning. Like, I think I got into episode 2 and there were already 3 different stories.
It's kind of, I think they were just trying to introduce the characters. Which is,
I mean, I guess that's fine.
Which is kind of weird, right? Because I don't think I've seen many anime that, has, fucking 3 protagonists. I can't remember the actual word for it. But you have 3 protagonists, and then they did 3 introductory episodes to each of them, and then what they did there didn't matter because episode 4 was like the start of the actual show, right? But it was nice to kind of see
done like a prologue.
That's what I thought would have been
movie
like.
Then.
No one was thinking like that back then, though, dude.
2008.
Nobody really thought about listen. There's an anime out there. It's called Darker Than Black. I love this anime.
Oh my god, you talk about this shit all the time.
It's one of my favorites. I found out recently. Someone messaged me in TikTok and like, did you know?
Oh really?
That in 2010, Bones they put out an OVA, which is original video animation, right, for Darker Than Black, that actually explains the character's like actual actions and his mannerisms in season 2. Because when you get to season 2 of that show, it's called War of the Gemini. It's like a whole different character. Like, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. I was like, why is this happening? I'm not a fan of like who he is now, right? And then I watched the OVA and I was like, all of it makes sense now. Why the fuck would you put this out there after the fact?
After the fact.
Because then you can just watch it all together. And now you're like, this all makes sense now. Like the way he acts. Like they didn't do that. They always thought about after the fact type stuff, right? So, I thought Soul Eater was gonna get a fucking remake. Like after,
I really wish it would. I'm really hoping that it will.
Once the manga
I'm still
ended,
holding out.
Once the manga ended in 2013, that's all I could think about. I was like, they're probably gonna fucking do a remake because they did Soul Eater Not, which is a spinoff. And I was like, oh.
I mean, also like with Fire Force, like I'm really hoping they do a remake. I think it would get really good traction.
No, they don't have to. Fire Force is still popular. I
know, but like we all want it. Give it to us.
We just want a fucking season 3, dude, which is what's happening, right? I'm shocked about the quality of Fire Force. I really am. I really feel like if you go from Soul Eater to Fire Force feels a little bit more focused, darker, more
really
violent.
Good.
Yeah. I told Chibi, I was like, yo, I forgot how fucked up this anime was.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to put that on our list to watch. And I really want it to be the next one, maybe like just season 1, but give it some time so everyone can watch it. But it is really good.
Oh, no.
And it was funny because I remember when I first watched season 1, I was like, wow, this looks just like Soul Eater. And I'm like, oh my God, it's from the same like artist and stuff. No idea that they somehow connect.
Are you like muting yourself when you say connected? Yeah, no, it's really good. It's just the fan service stuff and doesn't go away. Like they do not.
It bored you out.
Who said that?
Tadpole, he can fight.
Ban him.
Catch his hands. Catch his hands, Tadpole.
We ban him and Patriotic.
Yo, what the? Patriotic, you hear this?
What did Patriotic like suggest? Oh, it was Minecraft, wasn't it? No, that was Ralph.
That was Raph.
What
Damn, poor Patriotic.
What did Patriotic like suggest for anime? I was like, ban
oh,
him.
you did say, yeah, you did say
I was
something.
like, ban him. I was like, ban him. I don't want to hear that shit.
Ooh.
I think the beginning of Fire Force was kind of slow, and I think as it progressed, it got a lot better.
I just thought it was interesting the way they like talked about like how fire worked in that world. That was fucking cool. How people were just like randomly exploding. Also, like, what was it? When you get to like episode 12, like the first arc, that shit brutal, fucked up. And Soul Eater kind of get like, once again, I think the manga is much darker than the anime. So if it does get a remake, I do want to see them kind of commit to killing off certain characters and stuff like that, which would be great. Because you got too many.
Love that. Not ready for that to happen in a certain an anime that I'm not gonna name drop.
What, JJK?
Yeah. Why you name drop it out here? This fucking guy.
Dude, Jujutsu Kaisen, man, that like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're. Does anyone have any closing thoughts on Soul Eater so I can just wax poetic on something else real quick?
Damn, why you hate on Soul Eater?
Girl,
it was boy.
We're done.
Damn. All right. Shit, I ain't talking. What, Colby? What the fuck? This man said, "Bonk me, daddy."
To Jack, go get him. Get the hammer out, Jack. And you know what hammer I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Got you, fam.
Jack was not listening to what I just said, bro.
Jack, you shouldn't have agreed with that.
Jack's just one of my things. My favorite things about Jack is that when Jack just like ignores stuff and just like agrees, it's great. It's like when I agreed to let Chibi get killed off and Chainsaw Massacre. I was like, yeah, sure. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to escape. You know what I mean? Like,
you guys heard what I just heard, right? I'm not tripping. I'm not being gaslit right now.
You're not. I listen. I said what I said. Jack just said yes. You know what I mean?
You lost me at the P word.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I was like, yeah, okay.
Refocus, Jack. Goddamn, son. God damn.
We're not even drunk.
God damn.
We're stone cold sober.
Oh my god. Did anyone watch the first episode of JJK, by the way?
Yeah, we had a Discord watch party.
That shit was funny.
It was so good. Dude, the intro goes so hard. Someone had the audacity on my Instagram to say that the intro was mid. I was like, you can get the fuck out.
What was crazy is that they spoiled so much.
Oh, yeah.
You could just straight up infer what was going to happen. I was like, oh my god. And I messaged Chibi. I was like, yo, the audacity of these motherfuckers to do what they did in that intro. Even though I was like, oh no. It's like, oh no.
There was dude, I watched a TikTok and this girl was like breaking it down. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but just like there was one scene of a fire. That's all I'm gonna say. Can you know what I'm gonna talk about?
Yeah.
And I felt so disrespected.
It's insane. So like when that episode came out, what I was shocked was like, I was like, shit, we did 5 episodes for the prequel. Right, we get this episode which kind of like had this lightheartedness, you know, showed that that Yuji was a great guy because he remembers Ozawa, right? That's you're like, aw, and then every comment on TikTok or social media is like, you guys are waiting for the pain,
waiting for the pain,
because you could see. I mean, dude, like, and then they just immediately went into the Mechamaru fight, and I was like,
oh, dude, I forgot about the Mechamaru fight.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man.
From here on out, there is almost.
No joy.
Nothing happiness. Nothing happy.
Get ready.
That happens in JJK. Not a single fucking thing.
Nothing.
You guys wanted like a full on battle anime. Like, yeah. You guys want like a full on battle anime. You guys want like dark combat. Yeah, you're getting it. Like this is it. This is gore. This is graphic. This is like where I think when I read the manga Chibi, I was like, oh shit, they're not playing anymore. Like this is
same. I literally didn't get too much farther than this before it was like, okay, I'm in pain. Because no one prepared me. No one prepared me that this manga was going to be dark. And then I got there and I was like, how do I turn back?
Once again, it's weird because like, pretend? You know, you have like the darkest scene in the beginning is like when, you know, Yuji kills himself, right? Pulls his sword out and stuff like that. You're like, oh shit. And then after that, it's like you have some scenes and then most times it's like lighthearted. They're having fun. They're saying stupid shit. And then after this, it's like, dude, Shibuya's like, okay, you just depression. You are my special. And then it goes from Shibuya to like the culling arc, which is also depression. It just does not stop. Like Geiji, he fucking hates everybody, bro. He's just like, I hate you. I hate the readers. It's the same dude from like Attack on Titan. He's like, you don't like the ending to Attack on Titan? I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I'm not ready for Attack on Titan.
You want people to be unhappy? You want people like, what do you want, a happy ending? Go somewhere else, dude. Go watch fucking Naruto or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why watch something like that?
Bro, go watch a rom-com.
Yeah, go watch a rom-com. Hold on, there's some rom-coms that like fucking end sadly for some reason. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's not talk about those.
Jake, did you watch did you watch episode 6 for JJK? Not yet. No.
Not yet.
I don't want you. I don't want you to binge it. Here's why I don't want you to binge it, because you will get supremely sad.
Yeah,
it's not. It's
I need you to.
I feel like it's one of those, like, if you've ever watched. There's The Last of Us TV show came out, right? Fantastic show, love it. I can't recommend people binging it, even though like it's probably the best way to watch it. But I promise you'll probably have to take like some pretty big breaks from that show. Same thing with JJK. Right? Same thing with Attack on Titan. I think if you watch too much Attack on Titan, you're kind of a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
That was on my list, but I don't know if I want to spend the time trying
to
catch up.
Don't do it. It's awful. It's awful. I'm sorry. You know I'm the biggest AOT hater here, but don't do it. It's not worth your time.
Yeah. You know.
It's not worth it.
Someone, Brandon, who, by the way, Chibi, was laughing because you're talking about his accent in our last episode. You were
talking about it.
He was like, man, Chibi was making fun of my accent, man. I
wasn't making fun of it. I love his accent.
I said, I don't think she was making fun of you. I think we're just having fun with it. But he was like,
I love his accent.
He was like, you guys are talking about Soul Eater. He's like, I like Soul Eater. And I was like, I know. I was like, I still think it's good, but like, he was bringing up Bleach, right? The 1,000-Year War. And I told him straight up, I'm like, look, man, if there's anyone in chat or anyone watching who likes Bleach, who loves Bleach, right? Just give me a synopsis. I'm not rewatching that entire anime. I'm not watching through all that fucking filler. I would rather watch 1,000-Year War. Like, that shit is amazing. That is what I think Bleach was supposed to be. It is fucking dark, it's violent, it's brutal, it's fantastic. Don't ask me. Like, same thing with One Piece. Don't ask me, guys. I won't do it. Naruto, same thing. Sorry, I will never go back to rewatch that. I can't do it, Chibi. I will. Yeah,
it's okay.
I would be annoyed. Why does he sound like that the entire anime? Same thing with Black Clover. Asta, please stop screaming. Have a moment where you talk normally. Love of God. That's why.
Love of God.
Same thing with Black Star. Like, sometimes he was like yelling. I'm like, Black Star, shut the fuck up.
Dude, I don't know. Yeah, I just couldn't with him. Like, and I was getting such hate in Discord. Like, people were just like, bro, Black Star is goated. And I was like, I am not seeing what you're seeing.
Who's hating on you? Who's hating on you?
Everyone.
Ban them.
Yeah, now we're back to Soul Eater.
break out the ban hammer for anyone who disagrees. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, me with all my filtering of my TikToks, I'm like, your comment, delete.
Take your shitty opinions.
Shove it up your ass.
Your shitty anime suggestions and go take a walk. Please. Long walk off a short pier. Please. Do that shit quickly.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right. Jack, do you have anything to Jack's just been vibing the whole time.
Poor Jack is just like, Jack, you should watch the Discord watch parties with us.
I should.
Jack, in the in the OBS right now, I have like mine, Chibi's name, and then I have the old man returns. He's returned from his slumber.
Just call me an old man. He ain't that far from my age.
It's true, but you are older than me.
Yeah, whatever. You know, somebody's got to watch over the youngins. Shit.
Shit.
You remember this? You remember this anime back in the day? This anime was good to me. Now I'm sad. Chibi, what's going on with chat? Like, are they fighting? Are they talking shit? Like, what do they want? They want the smoke?
we got.
He said, what do they want?
Who do we got?
We got somebody calling my ass out. You should have just kept it shh until after the damn podcast. I was doing good till you said something, Tenchi.
Bruh.
That's what Jack usually does. Like, if he doesn't know it, like, if he's not like trying to contribute or something like that, or he doesn't know it, he just like smiles and nods. He's like, "Yeah, he's the penguin from Madagascar." He's like, "Yeah."
It's that one guy, Tom.
Tom.
Smiling with your boy.
I don't know.
Jack was mad.
It's like
Jack,
you
start saying some random ass shit when I get in a conversation.
Jack, do you remember this? Jack, do you remember the show? It's like, yeah, fire. That's what the kids say, isn't it?
Yeah. You guys call it Hot Forest, right?
Just start.
Oh my god! Wait. You had said. Oh my god. Which anime was it? You had said it so funny. It was Chainsaw Man. What did you say?
Oh yeah.
Let me watch the Saw Mans.
You guys watch that Saw Man?
He called it Saw Man. We're gonna call it from now on.
Got his hand shaking with a cane. Let me ask y'all something about the Saw Man. Let me tell you something about this back in the day.
Let me tell you real quick.
Back when I was in Vietnam, we used to take chainsaws, and they used to call me the Saw Man. It's like, what the? We're talking about anime.
Yeah, Tenji. From now on, every time they get into some conversation shit that I don't fucking know, I'm just gonna say, yeah, anime.
Please. Yeah,
that's basically what I'm gonna do. Every time, Jack. Every time, I'm gonna fucking take the recording and I'm just gonna like fucking zoom it in. Yeah, anime.
Please, yeah, anime. You just hear me and Ken talking in the background, and Jack's like, and just slow zoom.
I just want to
just have the bubble that pops up with question mark. Like,
dude, when we first had like our first Down the Rabbit Hole episode together, I no one's probably noticed this, but like I put like anime lines over Jack when he was like talking about certain things because he was so fucking enthusiastic. I can't remember what the anime was, but I put anime lines on him just so I could see. I was like, that's what it was. He's like, you guys see this? Fucking relax, all right, dude, chill.
Yeah, I always mispronounce fucking names and everything. You can always count on me on fucking up the words.
Talk about Elizabeth. You mean Maka? God.
I mean,
I sat there.
I was like, I don't know Elizabeth. I was like, really bad with names.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, are we watching the Seven Deadly Sins?
No, there is a character in there that's called Elizabeth, though.
Is it?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
The book girl, ain't it? The one that slams books all the time.
Oh man. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, Elizabeth Thompson.
Oh, that's fucking.
Oh wait, that's not it. That's
the kid, dude. As the world turns with Jack, the hamsters are churning. It's like, give him the books.
Anime.
We found the other name.
Jack's two gerbils in his head are like walking to each other. What is this? Like he said, Elizabeth. That's not Elizabeth. That's Maka. Check. He's like Maki.
Initial D. Yeah, me Maki.
I mean, out there with Maki and Maka. Whatever. Yeah, anime.
Bro, how are you gonna have Maki, Maka, Tamaki? Like it just.
Yeah, anime.
Yeah, anime.
We should make that a shirt, bro. Just
anime. All of us are just confused face.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask my friend Ian just to make us into animes, confused chibis, and just.
I might legitimately during the time me and Chibi were talking about JJK and stuff like that, might slow zoom on Jack's smiling face.
Please.
Just put
the fucking manga. I didn't read any of that.
And just put like
all I gotta do is sit here and listen.
Just put like the fucking anime lines over it, just like anime intensifying.
Please.
I'm gonna do that just for fun, dude. That shit's so funny.
I start to tune out and I start to just sit with chat with them for the whole time.
By the way, Chibi, when I brought up Seven Deadly Sins, that was the one that Patriotic recommended, and I was like, this motherfucker. So that's why I want him banned. Good about her.
Poor Patriotic. He literally earlier was just like, oh, did I hear my name? And someone was like, you caught a stray. Caught a stray.
Can't talk too much shit about Brad. He's not here. He's like, I'm tired.
I
have work.
Someone.
I'm like, just say you didn't watch the film.
He got through 11 episodes.
Did he though? Did he though?
I don't know. I'm taking him for his word.
I don't give that man.
Somebody check Steam right now.
Nah, I saw Brandon.
Is he on Baldur's Gate?
That's what I was like. You on Baldur's Gate 3? You fucking piece of shit.
After this, I'm about to start a new campaign. So.
What? Nice. Already? Damn.
Well, because like we play with Colby's brother, and Colby's brother's really busy with school, and I'm like, dude, I'm like itching. Like I need to play.
Little crack fiend over there.
With my fucking headache out of this world.
Where's Asterion? I got a thought and plot with him.
Fuck you. I'm fiending out here. Gotta see my vampire boyfriend.
Don't install any mods, I guess.
What?
Don't install mods. You know, there's like certain mods you can install that do certain things.
I thought he said don't insult mods.
No, install mods.
Okay. You can install mods in that game?
Yeah, you can install mods in any PC game. Yeah. Oh, dude, they have shit. mods already, dude. Yeah.
What are the mods? What does it do?
You'll find out on your own, dude.
I need to know.
Why? You don't know anything. Don't worry about that.
What?
Weren't we talking about anime?
Oh my god. Yeah. Anime.
Anime. Yeah, anime.
Yeah, anime.
Yeah. Ken doesn't want me to know, guys. He doesn't want me to know the power of knowledge.
No, not at all.
I do want to play with you guys. Let me catch up and then I'll come play.
Oh, with me, Brandon, and Brad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like we don't record often because like we're trying to like do it around everyone's schedule. But when we do, it's like 3-4 hours of just like us fucking around. Like we had like a whole thing. We met a character. I don't know. We kind of went like I was like I should post this on fucking TikTok. I was like, nah, that's probably a little bit. That makes it sound like psychopaths. Like Brandon or Brad in the chat. Yeah, it made it. I was like, oh shit, dude. We said something like stab yourself. Yeah. Not just once. Do it 6 times. Yeah, dude. You can do some fucked up shit to NPCs. We also fought like we were just kind of running around, and then Brad was like talking. He has like animal conversation.
Handling.
Yeah.
Or
and
yeah.
And he was like talking to like one of the rats, and the rats were like, "We'll give you all the, treasures you want. You just gotta follow." So he actually ended up killing a bunch of them. But this one rat was like, "Just follow us," and we actually followed them all the way down, and we got attacked.
Colby's brother went to do that, and he lost the rat.
We got attacked by like 30 rats. Like, what the fuck, dude? So like they all have like 1 HP.
In animals.
They had like 1 HP, but I had like an ability that like encircled like radiance around me, so it like had these little figures like around me like spirits, and it was like killing them and stuff. And like Brandon was like throwing rats at other rats and shit. Dude, that shit is crazy. That whole game. Oh
my god.
It's very.
I know. I'm excited to see more of it.
It's very fucking engrossing.
What do you guys play as? Because I forget.
I think for ours, like Brad's a warlock, I'm a cleric, and then Brandon is a barbarian. And then for my own, I do warlock because of like the utility. Not being able to just take a short rest to like regain like magic is super fucking useful in that game.
So I should play that instead of Starfield.
If you watch my impressions video, Jake, you can just play Starfield, bro. I felt like, dude, I've talked to so many people about this, man. Like people are.
I'm hearing that it's kind of like just
Fallout.
People
are fucking meat writing Starfield so hard, and I'm like, I felt like my video was too harsh, my impressions video. I was like, I think I just kind of like, I was more in the middle. Like it's a good, like I'm not a Bethesda fan, so I was like, it's a good game.
I'm not a Bethesda
but it's clearly not like an in-depth type of game. Like you're like space.
Not as hype as they hyped it out to be.
Not real. I wouldn't say it like that, but like the fast travel system's amazing.
Yeah, I saw you said that.
I don't think planetary exploration's great. Like honestly, I thought it was boring to me. I can see why some people would love it.
Space fighting doesn't look fun.
No, so that was like that's why there's a couple reviews that talk about how like a lot of things are surface level. You cannot do evasive maneuvers in Starfield. You can really just like literally like you can get like pilot thrusters. You get like a skill to unlock where you can kind of like use your thrusters to get around and stuff like that. But you don't have to. Like I was like low level for so long with my ship until I got to a certain point. It's like I said, it's still a really good game. It's very engrossing. But I didn't get invested into Starfield like its narrative until like 12 hours in. At all.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of NPC.
I was so much into like the NPC shit, dude. Like I was having a good time with that, yeah. But it's like bug free, dude. You played Fallout 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's relatively like bug free, dude. It's fantastic. I was very shocked. She was like deep in chat. Are you talking shit?
Yeah, with anime.
Anime, yeah.
I don't know this video game, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, Starfield, yeah. Asterion.
Yeah, anime.
Yeah, anime. I don't know. I saw you talk about this game, but I don't know if it'd be like.
I don't know if I'm gonna play it, even if it's free.
I think the game I'd probably recommend YouTube is Sea of Stars. Like that's a new
Sea of Stars.
New RPG on Game Pass. If you thought about playing Chrono Trigger or like the older Final Fantasies, it's like that. Like it's very, very good. Only like it's a very short one too, comparatively to like other long anime. Our long RPGs are like 15 to 20 hours, or like 50 to 60 hours. Like 15 to 20 hours.
Yeah. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I just got like the true ending like yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, did you? See, now I'm obsessed with Baldur's Gate, so I gotta play Baldur's Gate, man.
I told you you'd be obsessed with it too.
I wouldn't say that I like it more than Dragon's Age, but I love the D&D aspects. Like, I love the role.
You've just got started. You don't even know.
I know.
Like, it isn't like they're like me, Brad, and Brandon all have separate solo campaigns. Yeah. And the things we've done have been completely different than what we did as a group. Just completely different.
Really?
That's how insane that is.
I feel like that's what I'm gonna do, because what I'm playing right now is I'm a I think a tiefling, but I'm a rogue tiefling. But I don't know if I really like the rogue aspect.
Oh no. So if you complete like the I think just past the goblin camp section, right?
I was gonna say I have a subclass.
You can re-roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it though. I'm gonna keep it because I don't like doing it in the middle of a campaign. But I think for this next one, I'm gonna pick something completely different. Yeah. But I did a subclass to where I'm able to get like spells. I forget which subclass. So it's nice. I can do both.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions from the chat?
Chat, I know we went on a tangent, but do any of you guys have any questions about Soul Eater?
Anime. Yeah, anime.
Baldur's Gate. Why Kenny's wearing a hat today?
Jack's new shirt dropping. What's wrong with me wearing a hat?
I don't know. It's just caught me off guard. You don't wear hats, bro.
I don't, but I like picked up my kid and I was like, I'm not taking the hat off.
You have hat hair. We have a great question from Patriotic, which I also want to know. He asked,
why is he catching the stray?
Can I fight Ken? Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
And I will be there. I will be there to hold his ankles while you push him.
Absolutely.
I don't know why he came at you like that, Patriotic, but I'm sorry. Okay. Tenchi, this is to you in particular, Jack. He said, Jack, what's your favorite part of Soul Eater?
Favorite part?
That you saw.
I don't know. It's a toss up between the filler scene that they had with the test.
Oh, Excalibur. The test one.
Excalibur and when you first meet Death the Kid, and learn of his OCD-ness. Because it happens straight up from the
like the very like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Between those three, I think my favorite is definitely the Excalibur.
The Excalibur is so funny. Fool, trick question.
How dare you even talk about Soul Eater?
How dare you? You home right. Have a favorite thing.
Yeah, anime.
Favorite numbers. Oh my god, yeah, anime. Falcon says, "Can I film patriotic fighting Ken?" Yes,
absolutely. Put that shit on World Star too, bro. Like put it on TikTok. It's going on World Star. I'm fucking
Jesus.
As I'm hitting patriotic, I'm gonna say like, why did you recommend this trash ass anime? No more recommendations for you.
I don't claim Ken. Curtis says, which weapon would you want as a partner? Ooh, either because the character or weapon style.
Tsubaki. I
was gonna say, I think I'd like Tsubaki. I like the dual like scythe that she has with the chain. I think that's dope, and I love how she can change into like a shuriken too.
Yeah, and she becomes the sword.
Oh, like the sword too. Yeah,
it's got good utility.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right, Mo Kaji says, here's my question. Have you guys started watching the live action One Piece?
No.
I've watched the first episode and was pretty impressed, honestly.
Really? I was going to say, how'd you like it? That's something I need to get to. I want to do like a one.
Dude, I did not know that is like, I think one of Netflix's most expensive shows. I think it's like $200 million plus. Yeah. It shows, though, the production values are really good.
Which still isn't shit to them.
Correct. Fuck Netflix.
They have so many originals that are good.
Fuck Netflix for the way they're treating the writers and actors. By the way, my God, Jesus Christ, you guys make billions of dollars a year. Anyway, One Piece. Yeah, no, I think it's really good. I've only watched one episode, but I read somewhere. I keep seeing everywhere. It's like it's the best live action adaptation. They didn't fuck it up. I'm like Rurouni Kenshin.
That's the best.
Yeah.
But like when I would assume like if you're talking about best adaptation for like a shonen or like a fantastical anime, 100%. Yeah. Don't ever watch Full Metal Alchemist. You'll probably hate yourself because that shit is garbage.
Oh yeah, I just always say Brotherhood. Like, don't even look up.
Well, the live
FMA.
action.
Oh, the live action.
Yeah, not
I
good.
wanted it to be so good.
Not
too.
good. Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it now because it sounds so bad.
And then the Attack on Titan live action. No,
I forgot there was one.
Don't do
Let's
it.
Let's talk about the Death Note live.
The Netflix one is not good. The Japanese one is fine. It's not great though.
Well, the Netflix one has
like anime
Willem Dafoe, right?
Yeah, anime live action adaptations usually work for like rom-coms, you know, and then probably traditional like samurai stuff, and that's why Kenshin and then the was like the Immortal Blade or something like that really worked. But for them to like be able to do that with One Piece as an international production is pretty impressive. Somebody wrote on TikTok, or someone made a TikTok about how pissed off there was like one Asian guy. And I was like,
I saw that and I was like, "Oh, you're so fucking stupid."
I was like, it's a multinational crew, bro. Like, fucking,
so fucking
how about we praise the fact that they did a solid adaptation?
Yeah, they did it, and they casted perfectly.
Yeah.
For someone that doesn't watch One Piece, I definitely can tell that they casted it perfectly.
Dude, some people were like, "Man, you guys watch that show One Piece, man? So, like, why the fuck would I watch the anime when I watch this?" I was like, Jesus, man.
Oh my god.
1,000 episodes when I could just watch them do this live action shit and probably cover it in 2-3 seasons. We're good.
Oh my god.
Which
I think they did it. Really
it blows my mind that they couldn't do Cowboy Bebop like any justice. That was not good. And I love John Cho. I think he's a good actor. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop was not good at all. So
yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't even give it a try. Exactly. I didn't even give it a
try. Man. I love John Cho too, man. He's a great actor. But dude, fucking, I was like, why? I was like, it's just not good. They tried really hard.
Yeah. All right. We have another question from Tenchi. He says, already, just because I want to mess with Jack, top 5 animes for each of you.
Top 5.
And then, yeah.
Off the top of my head, good lord.
I'll say.
You gonna start, Jack?
And this is good for Jack because he's watching it, so we now can see it change.
Jack. Yeah, anime. Yeah.
Anime.
There it is, Tenchi. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, everybody's catching strays.
Bang, bang.
Chainsaw Man, JJK, Demon Slayer.
The most recent stuff. I love it. Let's go.
Let him
Buddy
cook,
Daddies
bro.
was good.
Yes,
Buddy
Daddy's good.
I don't know what I want to pick as my 5th one.
Food Wars.
Hey.
He's thinking about it too. He's like, I can cook
I love
from there.
Food Wars. Fuck you.
I can cook some Food Wars right now.
Food Wars was good. Let's see.
He's looking back to like what we watched.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Man, I've seen so fucking many, man.
I'm proud of you.
Goblin. I'll say Goblin Slayer.
Yeah,
Goblin Slayer is really
solid.
good.
Yeah,
Fuck
really
that. We
good.
should do an episode about Goblin
That's
Slayer.
a week we could. Yeah, it's only 12 episodes.
Yeah,
Plus second
that's
season's
really
coming out
good,
soon.
Though. I forgot about that. I'm really excited.
Chibi top 5.
I gotta go next. I would say no particular order. Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Haikyuu, Spy Family, and I think Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi snuck its way in there.
Okay.
Go off, Ken.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh shit, I forgot about FMAB.
Samurai Champloo, Odd Taxi, and the 5th one is probably Monster, which is like probably no one has watched. It's very like it's obscure, but it's probably my favorite psychological
I feel like
anime.
you talked about it. Yeah.
I love.
That's what I've been wanting to watch.
I think they did a live action adaptation of that as well, but like they didn't have to try too hard because you could literally just go shot for shot and it would be a good show.
Oh, Emperor likes Monster. He said Monster's great.
It's fantastic, dude. It's fucked up. It's on Netflix, which is surprising.
Oh,
it does not look good on. For some reason, I'm serious. Like I think I watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood on Netflix and then watched it on Crunchyroll. I was like, why the fuck is one better than the other? Like,
I mean, shit. You know my opinion on it. I ain't gonna say it again, but you know my opinion on it.
Netflix.
They put their back into it. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's not what you said, though.
Dotting and plotting.
I just said it right now.
I will literally just like what I'll do is I'll just like a cutoff right there and then show what she said instead of bleeping it. Just put like the whole thing. Give y'all a little present.
Oh my god. Tornado said, "Is that a Padres hat?"
Yeah, I got it for free. I'm not a fan of the Padres either.
Man.
I went to when I was in the Navy, they were giving out free tickets to like get box seats and stuff like that to the Dodgers Padres game, and I don't think both were good at the time. They're never good, or the Padres are never good. So I went out and they like gave us box seats. We just had to pay $20 for like food and drinks for the up until the 7th inning, and they gave me like a free hat, towel, all that shit. I was like, this is amazing.
Damn. You're like free.
And where I work at, we have a partnership with the Padres, so I also get like free swag sometimes. I don't even like that fucking team, bro. Everyone's like stunned when I do that too. Like, do you like Padres? Like, nope. Free tickets.
Yeah, he said, burn it now.
That's right.
He said, I will send you Dodger gear.
Go ahead, dude. Do it, man.
I was gonna say, you both live in California, bro.
Send me the Dodgers gear, and I'll just burn it in front of you.
Oh, damn! Now tornadoes catching strays. Ain't nobody saying that.
No, I just don't like the Dodgers. I don't like baseball.
Damn.
Like, just burn everything's.
You're right. It's all about Ohtani. Okay. Anyway,
Shohei.
Shohei Ohtani.
Hold on. Where's Jack? I'm gonna put like a thing of just zooming on Jack. Yeah, baseball.
Put a little baseball cap on.
Y'all doing sports?
Go team, go sports.
Go team, go sports. That's why we're here, Jack.
Go team,
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Love my daughter. She loves broccoli.
She loves broccoli. That's why we're here.
Tenchi said, "All right, top 3 anime open."
Oh, you done stretched that? I don't know.
I can't. So like Full Metal. So for me, it's like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood's like opening anime, the first one, the first
so
OP.
Good. Yeah.
I think Fire Force, like their OP was fucking fantastic. Dude, the new JJK when they did like the prequel part, that shit was amazing. That's like that immediately jumped on my top 3. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
There you go. It's really easy.
Yeah, what Ken said.
Yeah, there you go, Jack.
Yeah, this is hard for me, man. Because I gotta lie, I can't be top 5. Because for some reason, so I'm not a big Tokyo Ghoul person at all. But that opening, I'll sing the shit out of that opening. Oh my god!
You know what some underrated openings are? Like Love is War, like that. Their entire thing.
Oh yeah, that one's
fucking
good.
Great, man. Love that.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know this one, but I love Death Parade's opening.
Yes.
Death Parade opening is so good. I would love to do an episode about Death Parade. Death Parade is like one of those I always think about in the back of my head.
And it would be good, it'd be a good nice change, right?
Yeah, I mean it's dark as fuck, but it's good. I don't really care for Tokyo Ghoul. They fucked it up. I don't know, man. It was I don't like sad shit.
Jack, have you ever watched or ever heard of Tokyo Ghoul?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Super hyped up, right? First season I think was okay. The first half of it. And the second half of it was not good. And I think they made like a follow-up, right? That wasn't good either.
Yeah, Re was I liked Re. The manga.
Oh, really?
I thought good.
Yeah, the manga I thought the anime wasn't like well received.
It was just sad. Oh, well no, the anime. But the manga wasn't bad, but it's not my favorite because it's sad as shit.
Not on my list.
Yeah. Tokyo Ghoul, like the first half of Tokyo Ghoul, dude, is fucking like I love that shit. Very dark. People getting eaten.
Oh, okay.
So,
anime,
zombies.
I love the new JJK opening. That one's solid as fuck. The FMAB is on. I can sing that shit in my sleep.
It's really good.
Yeah. I think I'd have to go with those. I can't do top 3. I'm sorry. Y'all like this anime talk over here?
Give me the animes.
Give me all the animes. All right. I got one from Brandon. He said, "Ask Ken, with Chibi's great catchphrases, why do you think you aren't monetized yet?"
No, we are monetized. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. I was like, listen.
Now, like,
he wanted the clout. I'm giving him the clout.
So I think the only other person that that has YouTube that's monetized is like Jetto, right? I think Jetto Fire. He knows.
Is Jet's Fire? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So you guys cannot curse within the first 30 seconds. Like,
so
when I'm uploading videos, I can absolutely just say like, hey, we have no problems, which is a fucking lie sometimes because I have to go in to re-edit like some things. But you're able to, like, if you want to put ads in, they actually ask you to like, hey, is there any of this? And then they go like cursing. It's like, with profanity, how explicit is it? And is it in the first 30 seconds? So you can say like hell or damn or whatever. You cannot say shit or fuck or any of the sexually explicit stuff Chibi
just
says.
starts going
What if we just start the first 30 seconds with a bunch of like and just not actually saying it, but
And
just a bunch of beeps the first 30 seconds.
I just confused the
I
whole
want to see
fucking
how
people.
far it goes.
Oh, dude.
I don't think I said any today in 30 seconds.
I don't want to fight the algorithm, man. Like, I'm already doing that with our video uploads, dude. Like, holy shit.
I'll try my best.
I did find out that when you are monetized, they, like, don't quote-unquote blacklist your product, like, your products or your videos and shit. Like, because usually that's how impressions work. Usually YouTube will throw you at least, on average, 3,000 impressions. But if you're not monetized, they'll do, like, 500 or 600, which will effectively kill a video. You know what I'm saying? So you have to actually pay attention to what you're doing. It's
fine. I'll watch what I say.
Exactly. Also, now that we have the chat paying attention, watch our new fucking video, guys. Play Sea of Stars. Convince Jack to play an RPG. Let's play Sea of Stars, Jack. It's short. It's colorful. All right, you'll like it.
RPGs before.
Yeah, but you'll like this one. It's like colorful. It's very happy. I'm lying. It gets sad.
See, then y'all also trying to get me to play Baldur's Gate and
Baldur's Gate.
I'm gonna play that Guilt game.
Oh, you're gonna play Guilt?
Buy that. I'm gonna buy that.
You will like it. It's only 4 hours long.
Good. Alan Wake. I'm gonna try to play that before October.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's right. Next month is gonna be our fucking Halloween thing. We got to figure out what we're putting out. I'm gonna.
Ooh, I have to. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I have to hit you up because I'm gonna be really busy the end of October.
No, I know you're gonna be in Japan, I think.
And Las Vegas, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, most of the content for October is gonna be Halloween stuff. I just gotta figure out when I'm gonna start recording it, and then I'm going on like a cruise.
I'll live action, Shibuya during October, like during Halloween. I got you.
I don't think. Let's see, where are they at right now? You know what? They might be in the meat of it by the time they get fucking to that Shibuya part.
Yeah, that's something. It'd be funny.
They might.
I gotta think of shit to do.
I think it's running up until.
Yo,
I think like it's the final episode's on Christmas. Or near that time, which is super dark. Christ. Anything else? This is now the new longest. We have another. Every episode so far has been like under like an hour or so. Now we're back up to an hour 20.
Yeah, but we got this shit. I'm sorry, we got this stuff.
I'll be out there.
Nice. What do you? So
I'll
anything
be out
else?
in Vegas.
Anything else, Shuby? You're gonna be out in Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jack will meet up.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy
it last time.
You'll enjoy that.
Ken thought I was like 6 feet tall.
You look 6 feet when you're next to me.
Yeah, no, it helped out. That's why I made sure to post that one.
That sounded so sad when you said that, dude. That sounded so sad. Jesus. Made me sound 6 feet tall, so I posted that picture.
I make everybody look tall. Don't worry.
That does like that.
Someone had bro. I swear, some of these comments. Someone had the audacity to say, "You're not 4'10". I was like, how the fuck are you gonna tell me how tall I am?
Bro.
I swear, these people on the internet, they'd be wildin'.
Yeah, I want to see this, Tenchi.
Them short dudes.
Sorry.
Anything
I have
else?
some funny DMs I'll send you guys so you can read them. Oh, they're hilarious. What's up?
Trying to get us with a joke.
People creeping up in your DMs?
No, it's like insane. I feel like I lost brain cells reading these.
Oh my god.
They're great. That's my 2 cents on that. But yeah, my final thoughts. Thank you guys for a wonderful episode. I appreciate it. Yeah, anime. We learned a lot today about each other.
Where's Rye? Tell Rye when the shimmy video coming out. We need more subscribers.
We're all gonna fly to New York and just shimmy with Rye together.
Get us to 2K. Get us to 2K. Be great.
This
I'm
guy.
not too far from New York.
True. Y'all could collab and I would cry.
No, you are.
I want to meet everybody.
You're an hour away, right, Jack? Less than
No, I'm not that close.
Oh, okay.
I'm about 4 hours, 4.5 hours from the city.
By like room?
Mm-hmm.
Or like
No, drive myself. I drove.
What the fuck?
Although I would take
what
the
did I
train.
just see Chibi do?
I don't know.
the airplane.
I'm just putting that on TikTok. I don't care. I'm just putting that on TikTok. That's an easy. I'll just edit it and post it tomorrow morning. Like, what? I'm gonna literally put down what me and Jack have to put up with.
She just showed me the photo of what.
No, you should just find like moments of like in every video, and it's just like the the little cuts. It goes burp, and then it's like another one, and it burp. It's just like a compilation of all the
pretty soon though, in a couple years, we'll be able to make like a full ass song with all the sounds that are made.
Yeah. Beep boop.
Just the random shit that happens.
So I'm not allowed to be a pilot. All right, those are my closing thoughts. Ken, take it away.
Fucking make sure that you follow Jack.
Yes. Just Jack.
And
no, not just
whenever he goes live, make sure you guys support him because Jack's great. Thank you guys for supporting the podcast. And
that was my nice word.
Hold on, goddamn. See, no, we're not doing it anymore. You ain't getting shit. You ain't getting shit. That's what's happening.
I got y'all. Hey, you guys better be. If you're in this chat and you ain't following already, what the fuck are you doing? Get the hell out of here.
If you're not fucking subbed right now, fucking get subbed. Correct yourself.
Sub to Tibby right the fuck now.
Correct yourself, Marine.
You said the P word today. You missed it.
She said the P word. I love it. Jack sounds like a teacher when he says it. What did you say? You didn't say the P word? He's that concerned father.
Now. Like, what the fuck is
that wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking
Jack's
about. Doc took over.
Jack's
I think she said something.
Jack's the concerned dad. What did she say at the table? The P word.
What did she say?
He puts his hand in his like, not my child.
Never mind.
Not my child.
Sub for the P word. Yeah.
Yeah, please if you haven't subscribed to Chibi, make sure you guys are subscribing to her YouTube for the the quarterly upload of some compilation.
You're gonna make me cry, and not in a good way. I try my hardest.
Hold on, I've told Chibi to send me her stuff so I can edit.
No, because then he's gonna blackmail me and be like, Chibi, I do all this for you. Blah 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 blah.
First off, you're the one that admits that I do all this stuff.
Yeah, but then I don't want to put more on your plate. You said to send you stuff that you will edit for the YouTube, and I cannot post it on my YouTube. That's what you told me.
Yeah.
Why would then why are you giving me shit? I'm so confused.
For your Fortnite stuff, I'll just you can take that. You can take the imaginary 4 dub with you. I'm kidding.
Jack, how do we disconnect him from this call?
You do it, and I will embarrass the both of you.
You can embarrass me. I have no embarrassment. I know no shame.
That's incorrect, and you know that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
what the hell you got on me?
What? I don't know. Something. I got some shit. I could just pull up the Discord. Anyway, thanks everyone for the support of the channel. Don't forget to support Brad as well. I know he's not here, right? But it's September, so he has to stream this month to meet his quota. He's got to meet his quota, so please,
poor Brad.
Please sub to please follow him and shit like that. And next episode is going to be with Chibi. What's your friend's name? Chris. Hopefully, and we're going to talk about game development, and hopefully, me and Jack can force this guy to tell us what new games are coming out, and when. And to give us
maybe. I'll send you his stuff after here.
A known development company.
I think he is.
I forget.
He might have some connections.
NDAs, but we'll try.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Give us a hint.
Yeah, tell us what it is, or Brad's gonna show up to your house. Have this 6'3" tall bearded guy just show up. How's it going?
How's it going?
Well, thank everyone for watching. We will talk to you next time.